Is your metal garage too hot in the summer and too cold in the winter? You're not alone. Luckily, insulating your garage can make a huge difference. But did you know that insulation can bring other benefits beyond temperature control? In this video, we'll show you how to insulate your metal garage and explore all the benefits it can bring. From lower energy bills to a more comfortable workspace, you won't want to miss this. Let's go. We'll start by answering the first question. Can you insulate a metal garage? The answer is yes. You can definitely insulate a metal garage. Insulation is just as important in a metal garage as it is in any other type of garage. Here are the benefits of installing garage insulation. Benefit 1. Save on energy bills. The less the temperature of your garage fluctuates, the less your heating or cooling system has to make adjustments to compensate. Insulating your garage goes a long way toward helping to keep temperatures consistent and your energy costs down. Benefit 2. Temperature control. Insulation also helps regulate the temperature in your garage. You can keep your garage warmer in the winter and cooler in the summer. Benefit 3. Soundproofing. If you use your garage as a workspace or for band practice, insulation can help prevent the noise from bothering your neighbors. Insulation also helps dampen the sound of the rain on your metal roof, which can get quite loud during a thunderstorm. And benefit 4. Moisture control. Insulation can also help prevent condensation inside your metal building, which can lead to mold and mildew. So you're now probably convinced to insulate your metal garage. But what types of insulation for metal garages exist? When it comes to insulating your metal garage, there are several types of insulation you can choose from. Each with their own unique advantages and disadvantages. We'll tell you what we think is the best choice for insulation once we've run through all the options available. The first type is fiberglass insulation. Fiberglass insulation is a cost-effective option that is widely used in both residential and commercial buildings. It's made up of tiny glass fibers that are woven together to create a fluffy, flexible material that can be easily installed in walls, ceilings, and floors. Fiberglass insulation is relatively easy to install and is one of the most affordable types of insulation available. However, it can be itchy to handle if it doesn't come inside a plastic cover and can pose a respiratory hazard if not properly handled. The second type is reflective foil insulation. Reflective foil is made up of a layer of foil that's laminated to a layer of plastic bubble wrap. This affordable insulation is effective for preventing condensation inside your building, but it doesn't provide much temperature control. If you install the shiny side up towards your roof with an air gap between the roof and the insulation, it will provide a little relief from the heat on hot, sunny days. Another type of insulation is spray foam insulation. Spray foam insulation is a high-performance insulation option that's great for sealing air leaks and providing an airtight seal. Spray foam insulation is typically applied as a liquid and expands to fill the space it's applied to. It's one of the most effective types of insulation available, providing excellent thermal insulation and air sealing in one product. However, it's also the most expensive type of insulation and can be difficult to install correctly by yourself. And the last one is rigid foam insulation. Rigid foam insulation is a dense, closed-cell foam that's made from either polystyrene, polyisocanurate, or polyurethane. It comes in large panels that can be easily cut to fit the dimensions of your metal garage wall. Rigid foam insulation is effective at reducing heat loss and is one of the most durable types of insulation available, but it's also expensive and hard to handle. So, among those choices, what's the best way to insulate a garage? At Allen's Factory Outlet, we think fiberglass insulation is a good option, as it's economical and fairly easy to install. Other materials will also work, but these may be significantly more expensive and often require professional installation. It's important to consider the pros and cons of insulating the garage with each type of material before you make your decision. But no matter what type of insulation you choose, you'll also want to pick up some spray foam, as this material can be sprayed into the small gaps you left and will expand to fill the space. But what about the cost to insulate a garage? The cost of insulating your garage will depend on the size of your garage and the type of insulation you choose. In general, you'll pay between $1.50 and $3 per square foot to insulate your garage. At Allen's Factory Outlet, we offer insulation in select states with a double bubble insulation and a woven R17 fiberglass insulation. As for April 2023, the double bubble insulation is $1.50 per square foot and the woven R17 fiberglass insulation is $3 per square foot. Up-to-date prices on our website. Now that you chose and paid for your insulation, here's a step-by-step guide to insulating your metal garage. Step 1. Prepare the garage. Before insulating your garage, make sure you have installed all necessary electrical wiring, plumbing, and ventilation ductwork. If you have not yet completed this work, installing insulation will be more difficult and you may have to remove the insulation to complete the other work. Step 2. Choose and install the insulation. The type of insulation you choose will depend on your needs and budget. For radiant barrier insulation, you should ideally install it during construction between the exterior panels and support beams using double-sided adhesive or staple. If you plan to use blown-in insulation, you will need to rent a blower and have at least one person to help you. This type of insulation is blown through a large hose and into your wall space. Bat and blanket insulation is made from processed fiberglass or mineral wool. It is sold in stacks of 4 or 8 foot lengths or in a continuous roll. Measure and cut lengths of insulation to fit the spaces in your walls, but make sure your measurements are precise to ensure the insulation is effective. Step 3. Hire a professional to check everything. Insulating your metal garage can be a complex task, and hiring a professional to handle the job may be the best option for you. For blown-in insulation, a professional contractor can handle the job quickly and efficiently with their own equipment. But if you already took care of the main part, a professional can also ensure that the insulation is installed correctly and that any gaps or cracks are sealed to prevent air leaks. Now that you have learned how to insulate a metal garage, there's still so many other things to get right when building or customizing your metal garage. We've put together another video that covers every single thing that you need to know and do when you're installing a metal garage. Make sure that you don't miss out any important steps by watching that video next. We'll see you there.